Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is the finale of Let's Play Trails in the Sky, the third. At least it should be the finale. Hopefully we can end this game. I mean, if it takes, as long as it doesn't take longer than 90 minutes, that's as far as I'm willing to go. In the last video we defeated the final boss, purified the copy of Kevin's stigma, and laid Rufina to rest. Now it's time to make our escape and hopefully get back to the real world. Because Celeste can open the gates of heaven from here. You can? As in the ones in the Testaments? I believe so. To my recollection, they are the counterpart to the gates of Gehenna, connecting the world in which you reside to heaven above. A replica was prepared for us in the area we stand. I can only assume the one who created them was the woman who bade you farewell, too. The one who was assimilated into the Lord of Phantasma. She did? I see. And if we pass through here, we can return to our own world? Precisely. Though perhaps seeing is believing, allow me to open the gates. Fancy. It's the final door. Wow. If we walk through here, we can go home. I imagine you'll appear somewhere near where it was you... I got this, dude. I imagine you'll appear somewhere near wherever it was you were when you were first drawn in here. Those who are on airships will likely appear somewhere inside them. Hope that's how it works. Hope you don't just appear in the middle of the air where the airship used to be. Okay. I guess this is it. Indeed. What, already? We've been in here for so long together, my brain's actually having trouble processing that it's actually about to end. I was hoping we have time for one final feast before we went our separate ways. But I suppose there are a few partings in this world that would allow us the good fortune. You're probably right. Well then, allow us to be the first to take the plunge. Oh, why? We're just fucking gonna leave, no words. See ya, nerds! At this rate, we're gonna be here forever, because no one wants to be the first to say bye and leave everyone behind. What Zin said, so as the eldest members of the group, we thought we should be the ones to take the initiative, so to speak. Oh. Thanks. You guys are alright, you know? Think nothing of it. This is nothing compared to the kindness you showed by welcoming me into your numbers despite my past transgressions. Because of you, I was able to achieve something truly important. You have my deepest thanks. Yeah, you got to kick Cassie's ass. Twice. You're very welcome. Just know that you have ours too. I don't know what we would have done without you. Honestly, what would we have done? We would not have beaten the arena without Richard. Well, we could have, but it would have been harder. We may have to part for now, but I imagine your work will bring us together again in the future. I can't wait to see you again. I'm honored you would say so, Your Highness. Should you ever require my services, please don't hesitate to call on me. As for me, well, it was great getting to see you all again. Didn't ever picture us having a reunion like this, but I'm sure glad it happened. You got that right. I still wouldn't have turned down a few more rounds of duking it out with you. Same here. Next time I get some free time, I'll have to pop over to the library and rough you up a bit. Or, you know, you're all welcome to swing by Calvert if you want. Kalika and I would welcome you with open arms. You bet, count on it. Really? Then I'll start making preparations for my visit as soon as I leave here. You're not doing anything until you finish the mountain of homework that's waiting for you. I'm sure me and Riaz will eventually make our way there once work comes knocking on our door. I hope that day comes soon. Same here. Well, I think that's about everything. Let's get going, Colonel. Honestly, now even you started calling me that? Although, I suppose being referred to it in that way by all of you may not be so bad. Perhaps we should be next to leave then. You? I feel as though the longer I stay, the less I want to leave at all. It would be best for me to get this done and over with. So, this is farewell for now. Yeah, for now. I was honestly expecting you to hang on longer, I'm surprised. Oh Joshua, you twist my arm, but the pain only leaves me weak with pleasure. How I crave whisking you up as my prince and taking you back with me. Joshua's 17. Over my dead body, creep. Also, like, seriously, Oliver, aren't you, like, old? Not, like, old, but you're too old to be flirting with, you know, children. I don't think I'll ever be able to believe this guy's actually royalty. Oliver? Truth be told, I honestly never thought I'd be blessed with an opportunity like this. Thought of it coming to an end is making me uncharacteristically emotional. It's certainly a new side to you. Before I go, however, I do want you to give some serious thought to what I said, Shara. While I do realize it was brazen of me to ask, you wouldn't deny me the joy of believing you may one day say yes, would you? I swear you are unbelievable. Alright, I will. You'll have my answer someday. In the meantime, you better work hard at what you need to. Of course. What's this all about? I think we're missing something pretty big. Yeah, something interesting happened right under our noses, didn't it? For my part, I would like to thank you all for what you've done for me in this one here. I feel as though this experience has allowed me to improve my swordsmanship all the more. I'm truly grateful. I have to make sure I don't let you get too far ahead of me. I'm going to have a hell of a time catching up again. Same goes for you as well, of course. I do hope we'll have the opportunity to meet again one day. As do I. One last warning. I fear the Empire has some truly stormy times ahead of it. I would advise against all non-essential travel there. That's concerning. Please do be careful then, Major. As long as this idiot pulls his weight, we should be able to avoid the worst case scenario. If you'd all pray Adios doesn't give up on him, I'd appreciate it. Sure thing, praying is kind of what we church folk do. I can't think of a simpler and more enjoyable request. How tragic is it that you all trust me so little? I fought every final boss! But they do say that people bully those who they love the most. You're no exception to that, are you, love? Am I to take that as a confirmation that you'd like to be dragged out of here by the scruff of your neck? I'd rather walk, please. Well then, everyone, until our next meeting. You don't have to run. You can take your time. He managed to keep pretending he was fine until the very end. You two are next then? Yeah, this is it. Most of the people here I could go see and if I... What? Oh, most of the people here I could go and see if I set my mind to it. I was like, I could not parse that sentence. But as for you two, Estelle and Joshua, take care on that journey of yours, okay? No problem. We'll be sure to keep writing to as often as we can. There's no need to send too many of them. It won't be easy for my replies to reach you. Plus, there seems to be a lot of maintenance work going on with Orbital Communications Network lately. If you really need me, you can get in touch with the Gransel branch. Okay, we will. You can always get in touch with us if you need us in the same way. It's gonna suck not being able to see you again for a while though, Estelle. But it's gonna especially suck not to be able to see Renee or Tita. And you, Riaz. Me? Duh, I was really happy to get to know you, you know? So if you ever come to Liberal again for work or whatever, come see me, okay? I'll give you the scoop on all my favorite ice cream spots. I'd be happy to accept that invitation. Coming to Liberal is now my top priority after leaving here. Let's not forget about work now. I mean, y'all have done enough working for a little while. At least you'll be easy enough to see again, Tita. I should be able to pop over and mess with you anytime your scary boy toy's not hovering over you. Don't you even think about it, kiddo. How serious I am is for me to know. Okay, just one more thing before I go. Say, Renee, do you like Estelle and Joshua or don't you? What? That's what matters the most. I want you to keep that question in mind as a favor to your big sis Annalise. What do you mean? Annalise. Oh, and expect a bajillion hugs next time I see you. I'm not gonna let you get away. Alright, I think we've hung around here long enough. See you later. Take care, Shara. Thank you both for sticking with us. Okay, guess we might as well be the next ones to step up. Yeah? This is it, huh? Time to say farewell? I'll miss you both so much. You too, Renee. You mean it, Tita? I can't say anything thought-provoking like Annalise, and I don't have the power to chase after you like Estelle and Joshua, but I'll always be waiting. I'll always be waiting for the day you three come back to Larble together. It's okay to hope for that, right? Please, you can do what you like. As long as it's not getting sloppy with finishing your orbital gear, you better finish that. Potter Modder welcomes all challengers. Okay, I will. I swear, kids sure are violent these days. Like Shara said, you guys take care, yeah? Especially you, Estelle. You ain't a rookie now, so make sure you start looking before you leave. I know. You just try not to fight with Tita's mom every other second, okay? Hey, I'm not the one picking fights. She's the one who's always trying to make my life hell. I'm already dreading going back and getting blamed for Tita ending up here. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find some way to pin this all on you. You're only laughing because you ain't gonna be on the receiving end of it. Oh, and one last thing. I got something to say to you. Me? First time I met you, thought you were some sketchy weirdo, but you showed some real guts this time. Good on you. Huh? I say something funny? Nah, I just never thought the day would come when you'd praise me, like, at all. What brought that on? No real reason. Just a way of saying, let's keep on trucking, I guess. Well, thanks then. Why do conversations like these between two guys always end up so awkward? Ah, cram it. Anyway, you ready, Tita? Yup. Probably Julia and Chloe next. I think that marks our turn, Julia. Oh, and of course Sieg. Can't forget about him. Chloe? I guess this is goodbye for now. I'm afraid so. This was an opportunity that I never expected to be blessed with. I owe Adios my deepest thanks for being able to see you two again. Us too. I'll keep writing to you, Chloe. Count on it. I won't get my hopes up the next letter will be anytime soon. Oh, Josette? Oh yeah, Josette's here. Forgot about her. What's up? I really enjoyed spending time with you. I'd love to have the opportunity to hang out again one day. Sure, we'll make it happen. We have a few hobbies in common, so I bet we could talk for hours and hours. Work will mean I have to go to Gransel a lot anyway, so I'm sure we'll get the chance. Dude, Josette's in there. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah. If you're feeling jealous you've got, like, nothing in common with her, maybe you should try taking up baking and handcrafts. Can't wait to see the efforts of someone with all the creativity and dexterity of a drunk palm. That was a long sentence. It made me run out of air. I wish I could disagree, but you totally got me. It's okay, Estelle. No one's good at everything. Please don't feel obliged to say anything to me. I'm not your ancestor, but merely a sentient replica of her. Even so, I wish you could have had the opportunity to meet my grandmother. Nowhere near as capable or intelligent as she is, and after meeting only me, I can imagine you must be disappointed. Oh, hush. It's almost eerie how much you remind me of myself in that regard. I do? How? I imagine your grandmother must feel the same way. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't know which way you should go sometimes. Just follow your heart, and it will never betray you. One day you'll be able to spread your wings wide and fly, I'm sure of it. I certainly hope so. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Well, I suppose you should be going. Oh, before we do. After we return, Kevin, I imagine things will be more than a little chaotic. So should we require the church's help again, I expect you to be there for us. Sure thing. I'll be getting in touch with the congregation for the sacraments after I get out of here to decide what to do next. Well then, everyone, take care of yourselves. Scree. Well, I'm up. I'm glad we had this time together, Josette. You're gonna try and force yourself to say something all emotional and crap? Save it. I don't want to hear it from you. Oh, that's real swell. If it looked like you and Joshua were finally breaking up, then I was gonna use this chance to take him from you. If only I was so lucky. Actually, you want to come through the gate at the same time as me, Joshua? Maybe we'll reappear in the same place if we do. I'm on to you, Missy. Hands off. Do you guys really have to fight this way right to the very end? You stay out of this. Sorry. Damn, man. This is such a pathetic spectacle. But you know something? It was fun being here with you, Estelle, in a way. Yeah, I could say that too, in a way. Don't overdo it with that business of yours, you hear? The line of work's like ours. You're just out of luck if you work yourself sick. Right back at ya. But you can go and cause some trouble for yourself all you like. Just don't go getting hurt and causing any for Joshua. I don't think I've ever met two people who hate each other as much as who are so similar. Anyway, I guess we should actually get going now. I'll be sure to write, Joshua. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you. Sounds like you two are gonna have your work cut out for you. Take care, alright? Thanks. May the goddess's light shine upon you and your ship. Can't ask for better from a sister. Thanks. Alright, later. Oh, it's Renee. You okay, Renee? You've been kind of quiet for a while now. Why? Why is everyone smiling? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're all saying goodbye. For all you know, you might never get to see each other again. So why do you all look so happy? Everyone keeps saying they're sad to see one another go. Why don't you just go ahead and stay here then? As long as the garden's here, everyone can stay and turn this place into whatever they want it to be. We can laugh and have fun tea parties forever and ever. So why? I get it now. It hurts you to think you might never see them again, doesn't it? Joshua? It hurts that no matter how much you care about someone, no matter how much you want to be with them, you might never see them again? Is that it? Wait. No, of course not. It's not even possible. Dude, Joshua knows. Even when I heard that Loie was dead, it didn't hurt one bit. I was sad, but it didn't hurt. That's because that's not the same. The reason it didn't hurt is because you were able to accept Loie's death. You knew there was no chance you'd ever be able to see him again, and that was why you were able to grieve. But this is a case of knowing you could meet the people you care about, but at the same time, maybe you can't. In some ways, that's even more painful than never being able to see someone ever again. You're wrong. That's why you... You're wrong, wrong, wrong. Should I tell you, Renee? Tell you why everyone was able to smile as they said goodbye to us all? I don't want to know. I don't need to know. Well, too bad. I'm going to tell you anyway. It's because no matter how much you love someone or how much you hate someone, eventually you'll end up having a part from them. That goes for everyone, no exceptions. Everyone? Yep, even me and Joshua. Even if we get married, have kids, and live out the rest of our days happily together, eventually one of us is going to die and leave the other one behind. We can't rule out the possibility that one or both of us might lose our lives in an accident. We could even fall out of love someday. But every day you spend with someone could turn out to be the last, and that's a reality all of us have to face up to and fight every day. Every day? And that's what we have to smile. When everyone smiles, we don't have to worry about the sad stuff, and we can be positive together. We know we're not alone and that everyone else feels the same way we do. And best of all, it fills us with excitement at the thought of when and how we might see each other next. So we put on our bravest face and promise to meet again, whether it comes true or not, and we go back to our lives and keep on going. That's how it is for everyone, I think. Is everyone really... everyone? You too, so will you try and smile with us? Me? Maybe I can't promise we can be together forever, but I can tell you that we really, really love you. That's why I want to watch over you, at least until you become a grown-up. If that's what you want too, then I'll do what I can to be by your side no matter what. And when you grow up, maybe you'll decide you want to do something with your life that means we have to part ways. And if that happens, that's okay. But if it does, then we'll part ways with a big smile. So how does that sound? Good? You don't need to decide what you want to do now. The choice is yours to make. We've already made up our minds what we want to do. We want to be your family, Renee. Like Joshua said, we can't force you. If you don't want to be with us, that's fine. Dad's given his okay. All that's left is yours. Enough! Enough! Renee? If that's what you want, then I'm gonna run and run and run. I'm gonna run so fast you'll never be able to catch me. So, we're ready for that. You can keep running for as long as it takes to make up your mind, one way or the other. But just so you know, I'm really bad at knowing when to call it quits. You might be really good at playing hide and seek, but no hiding place can stay undiscovered forever. I hate you. I hate you both! But I love you both just as much. It's progress. She's breaking down those walls. We finally got to tell her. Finally got to tell her how we feel. Yeah, we did. Joshua? You did great, Estelle. Still the hardest part's still yet to come. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for making you wait through that, guys. But now I think it's time we went too. Don't sweat it. You're gonna get back to chasing her the second you get out of here, right? Good luck. Don't give in, and I'm sure it'll work out. May the goddess's blessing be with all three of you. I'll be looking forward to the next time we meet. And I'll be praying that the three of you will all be together when that time comes. We will. I'll make it happen. Till next time. Those two really are something special. Yeah, you're telling me. Just looking at those two, I can't help but feel that maybe Rufina's dream isn't so impossible after all. Me too. Which means all the more that we'll need to get to work on making it a reality. Well, that's our cue. I'm afraid this place doesn't have much time left lately. Or likely. I think you should leave before it's too late. Right. Actually... Something wrong? I just can't help but feel like we've forgotten something. Gilbert! We forgot Gilbert! Oops. Oh my. You're awful! Was giving me that half-hearted explanation and then vanishing the best you could do? I'm sorry, I did have a lot to do at the time. Still, that explanation was enough to allow you to reach here, wasn't it? Eventually, but I have a heck of a time getting here. I'm no good with directions. I had groups of angels chasing after me, chariots trying to run me over. Anyway, what's with all the shaking? Alright, so apparently this castle's gonna vanish soon? That door up there will let you return to your world, so go ahead and run on through it. Why are you only telling me this now? I'm out of here. By all means. Thank you for your help. But you played an important part in us making it through all this. When we get out of here, we'll be enemies again, but there's no harm in acknowledging that. Just don't go causing too much trouble out there so we have to go after you, okay? Worry about yourselves first. Next time we meet, I'll be a changed man, higher ranking and much, much stronger. You mark my words. I mean, he is invincible. He has infinite HP. He cannot be defeated. He can only be temporarily set back. Now please, hurry. I doubt this castle has more than a few minutes before it disappears. Got it. What will happen to you after that, by the way? I imagine I'll return to my lengthy slumber in the garden in the same state I was before the Lord of Phantasma first appeared. And I will remain that way until this land of Phantasma eventually finishes disappearing. And after that, I will finally be free from the duty which keeps me here. Really? Thanks for everything. I don't know if words can express how grateful we are. May your dreams be pleasant indeed. Thank you very much. After you step through the gate, I will disable the Recluse Cube's functionality. Its power will never return again, so deal with it however you see fit. Understood. I know exactly who's going to be getting it. Thinking of giving it to the professor? You honestly think she'll let all this slide if we don't? Especially after her daughter got caught up in it, she's going to be unbearable. Good point. Well then, Riaz, time for us to go. Indeed. Would you like to hold hands? I was only joking, of course. But I do want to step through together. Just like how together we'll make Rufina's dream come true. Yeah. I'm counting on you, partner. Yo, it's Yosuke. Always. That's it. The trilogy is finally completed. That was a very good ending. I really liked it. Kind of felt like really conclusive. I don't know, I mean, there's like, I don't even know what to really talk about. Like, there's so much to talk about that I don't even know where to start. Like, I do plan on doing a very long video talking about the trilogy. It won't be until after, this video airs, of course. It'll probably be a week or so after. Kind of depends on how long it takes you to make it. Because, I mean, this video today, this is what, part 79, technically? This will go up in about a month, because part 50 goes up today, so if I keep one a day, we should be finishing around early September. I do want to start the next game fairly soon. I can't remember what it's, the crossbow games. Probably have a similar break of about a month and a half between this game, this LP ending and that one starting. That's the plan. That is subject to change. If we do delay starting that LP by like more than a month or two, I'll probably make a video about it, but I kind of want to keep up the pace. I mean, I'm digging the series a lot. I thought this was like a really good like conclusion to the trilogy after all. Like going into it, I was a little trying to think how to phrase it. Like coming off the high of Trails 2, like I didn't really think Trails 3 would be as good. Like especially knowing that it was kind of like more of a side story and focused on Kevin. But it really just kind of felt like an extended 40 to 50 hour epilogue to Trails 2 in a way. Like getting to see all the characters again and then the side stories. The side stories really made the game to me. I think that's definitely my favorite part. Like the main story itself had some good parts in it. It just took a really long time to get going, I think. But I mean, there were some really good moments, like fighting Loe again, Joshua getting to have like a true farewell to him. When you go visit their church orphanage at the start of the 7th plane. Like fully learning the story behind what happened to Rufina. That's a really good sequence. The ending's really good. I mean, it's had a lot of great stuff in it. I do think it kind of had a bit of a pacing issue at the start, where like the Phantasma stuff is inherently a little less interesting than everything that's going on in the first two Trails games. But I think that's where the side stories really stepped in, because I mean, some of the side stories were like incredible. Kind of talked about, you know, the moon door, the Joshua Estelle moon door was, I mean, like I said in the video, like if I hadn't have been recording, I would have like definitely started crying at the end of that. But I'm really looking forward to playing more of the series, though. It's kind of it is still like a little surprising that this series went from like not really like, you know, like as I mentioned way back in the first Trails LP, I played this game when it got ported to PC in like 2014, 2015. I think it was like 2014. And it was just like, it felt okay. I didn't really push through to like the actual good part. And then I never would have known that like 5 years later, it's pretty much, I mean, it's probably my, I don't know. It's like one of my favorite JRPG series. Just having played these, and there's still like, what, 6 more games in the series up to this point? Like, it's crazy. That a game that wasn't even really on my radar went from, has like become one of my favorites. Like, Trails 2 is honestly maybe my favorite JRPG. Really, only Persona 4 beats it out, and that's for like issues that aren't really related to the game, more just like real life stuff that was going on when I first played that game that made it so much more special to me. But yeah, a lot of the more like I don't know. I mean, I could really just talk about the series for like at least an hour if I really wanted to, but I think we're coming to a close here, so I don't want to ramble on too long. And when I do, you know, when I do make that video, I want to have like, it won't be scripted or anything, but I will have like talking points so that I can be a little more structured and not just ramble endlessly. Got any post-credit stuff? We're in an airship of some sort. Oh, we're in the Marrakesh. Merkaba number 1. That's not ours, is it? Or that's not Kevin's. I think I have a rough idea of the situation now. Oh yeah, it's this lady. We've been able to confirm the safety of the 6 you mentioned. Prince Olivert, Riazarnar, Muller-Vander, Zin Zathek, Zathek, Josette Kapua, Estelle and Joshua Bright, all of them have safely returned to our world. But really, that's a relief. I was able to confirm the safety of the ones who ended up in Libra myself. It was just those 6 I was concerned about. Well, and the 2 from Ouroboros, but I'm not sure either of us has any chance of checking up on those 2. Unfortunately not. Still, this certainly was what I was expecting to happen when I gave you that mission. Doriel left us a nasty little present, didn't it? That's one way of putting it. Either way, I'll give you my full report as soon as I'm back. Wrapping things up on my end seems like it'll take a little while longer, but hopefully not too long. I'm looking forward to it. You know, you've changed since I last spoke to you. I'm quite surprised. Huh? The Kevin I know wouldn't care to know whether those he'd been involved with are safe or not, but rather he'd try and suppress those concerns. I can only imagine a lot must have happened in this phantasma. That's, putting it lightly. I'll fill you in on all of it once I get back, like I said. I've got something I want to tell you on a personal level, too. Color me curious. Regardless, I'm glad you 2 returned safely. Perhaps we should all go and get some drinks together after you return. I'd be happy to. Oh yeah, I've actually got something I want to ask. Well, is it possible for a Dominion to change their title after choosing one? What's this now? I found something other than hunting heretics I want to do, you see. I still intend to fulfill my duties as a Dominion to the fullest, don't worry about that, just... Commander? So that's a no, probably. A Dominion wanting to change their title, eh? In the 1,000 years the Grossritter have existed, that's not something that has happened often. but it's not entirely unprecedented either. Then, go ahead and think of something fitting for yourself before we next meet. If you fail to, I'll give you a new one myself as a punishment, and trust me, you won't like it. If I'd known you were going to say that, I would have thought of something before asking. Well, I guess I better get to work on thinking of something cool. What do you think of Blue Shooting Star? Maybe Black Arrow? Absolutely not. What's with the awkward silence? Father Kevin? As your former instructor, allow me to give you one piece of heartfelt advice. Sure? Let Riaz pick the name. Unless you want to live the rest of your life in abject shame, then for the love of audios, get Riaz to help you choose. Don't even think of picking along. I mean, to be fair, Kevin came up with his name when he was like 16 or something, 16, 17. Thank you for staying with Trails in the Sky until the very end. While this story has told all it has to tell, there are still plenty more adventures to be discovered across the Zemurian continent. Oh boy, aren't there. Well, we've done it. I guess I don't really have anything too in particular I want to say. It's been a great last year and a half playing through these games though. One of the things that's like really been cool is actually something I was worried about when I started playing this trilogy is that so like the first Let's Play like didn't do very well, like at all. But really the second Let's Play actually, I mean, in comparison to my audience size, it did pretty well. And I'm just really happy to see that like people have stuck around from Trails 2 to Trails 3. And I'm looking forward to continuing on to the rest of the games. It's been a very fun time. It's probably the series that I'm most happy that I started doing Let's Plays again is just that I was able to experience this this series in particular in the Let's Play context, just because the games are just so much more enjoyable, I think. Like playing them and talking out at the same time. Like I think reading the dialogue especially just immerses me so much more in the story and gets me like way more involved. But yeah, I can't really think of any nice, good, fitting final words for the trilogy, but I'm glad I did it. It was a hell of a time, and I'll see y'all in Crossbell. Bye, guys.